Hi, I'm Cathy Thomas. I welcome Phil Tangonan, Executive Chef at Verdant at the Orange County Museum of Art, as well as catering by Mix. He will share the secrets of his Mediterranean-style croquettes, the oh-so-popular tray-passed appetizer at his catered events. Welcome, Chef. What makes these croquettes so irresistible?
Well, there's three things that makes this really special. The creaminess of the Yukon Gold potatoes, the smokiness and a little bit of tartness from the chorizo, and the panko, which gets toasted up real nice.
Ah, yum. Let's get started. Potatoes first?
So the potatoes first. I chose these for the creaminess that this brings. It also brings out a really nice color when you fry them. Get a nice, even peel around, taking off all the skin and the knots top to bottom. Croquettes, I think, are a really good party appetizer. You could serve them as a first course, standalone, or in a salad. You can also fill them with whatever you'd like. It doesn't have to be potatoes or chorizo.
I was at a catered function of yours with other members of the press, and I thought they were going to get in a fist fight as to who got the last croquette, because they are delicious.
They're a nice, fun bite. Cut the potatoes nice and even, so they cook even and about an inch around. So that way they keep the creaminess inside of the potato itself when you go to mix them.
I love a short-bladed cleaver.
We're gonna start off with a pot of cold water. Would you like to add some salt for me?
You got some salt.
We're gonna go ahead and enter the splash zone. We wanna start off with a pot of cold water so that way the potatoes are brought up slowly.
Turn it on high heat and bring it up to a boil.
So in that time that we have the potatoes going, we could start chopping up the chorizo. We'll cut the ends off.
Yeah, you save those for me.
I've chosen a Pamplona chorizo for the smokiness and the overall meatiness of the chorizo itself. For the size of our croquettes, we're gonna want to brunoise, which means real small dice.
This is Spanish chorizo,
Yes.
not to be confused with the Mexican chorizo, which is a loose product.
Yes, absolutely. So this is a little bit more stiff and it stays nice and firm. What we can start also is our cream and our butter. We start off with a little bit of cream.
And that's heavy whipping cream.
Heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna add the butter as well. And we bring it to where it melts and starts to emulsify together.
We're cooking.
So now that the potatoes are cooked nice and steamy, you wanna be able to squeeze them until they break, so they're just perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and put our potatoes in the bowl, and then add your chorizo, add it to our KitchenAid with a whip attachment, because we wanna incorporate air into our croquette mix. A little salt. We can get it on a slow just to get it started. You don't want to start too fast. It might get everywhere. You want to go ahead and take your butter and cream mixture and slowly incorporate it into your mix.
And what consistency are you looking for?
You are looking for a stiff mashed potato. And if you need to stop to kind of scrape down the sides of the bowl, we can go ahead and do that. We've gotten a nice little stiff mashed potato. We'll let this bad boy down.
And you know, these wouldn't be bad just like this.
Absolutely not. But you know what we can do, and what I love to do, is add a little Manchego cheese.
Oh yeah. One of the best cheeses on the planet.
And you never can have too much cheese, so till your heart's desire.
Well, you tell me when to stop. You know what's going on here.
Perfect.
That's good?
That's perfect. You don't want to overwork your potatoes, so what I also like to do is fold instead of stir. So we're folding into a nice, smooth mixture. So we can get started on our breading station. Your basic breading station is flour, all-purpose flour is fine, egg yolks.
Isn't that a beautiful color?
Oh yes. Panko, or toasted breadcrumbs. I like to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese because it actually caramelizes and kind of helps it stick together better. So now that the mix has kind of cooled down a little bit, I like to form it. Some people like to make it a full-size ball, but what I like to do when I put it in the scoop is I like to flatten out the bottom. So that way it's a little bit easier to handle when you put them on plates. You want to use the mix as chilled as can be.
All right, because it holds together better.
It does hold together better, and it's a little less messy for the breading station.
If I'm entertaining at home, it's better for me if I make this mixture far enough in advance that it can chill in the refrigerator.
Yes, absolutely. Here we go. Our first drop is all-purpose flour. We get a nice thin coating. After the egg, we go into our panko cheese mixture. Beautiful salted Parmesan breadcrumbs.
I'm going to goose up the temperature here underneath this oil.
Very slowly drop it in.
Uh-oh, watch that finger. And I noticed, Chef, that you turned the heat off before you started.
As soon as it gets to the right temperature, you want to shut it. You don't want to blast it and burn the croquettes. They are getting nice and golden.
Oh, that's perfect.
You want to hit them with a little bit of salt. I like to add a little bit more spice to balance it all out. Serrano chilies are really great for a little kick. Before I plate, I like to grate more Manchego cheese on top of the warm croquette. I prepared some smoked paprika aioli. Just a little bit right on top there. A little serrano pepper to garnish, bring out the green. And to freshen it up, we have micro cilantro.
This has been so much fun. It's a test for me because I want to eat them right now, and we have to take photographs first. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Here's a quick tip from Melissa's. Roasting broccoli brings out its sweeter side. Combine it with a little vinaigrette spiked with honey, plus buttery salted Marcona almonds, dates for added sweetness, and a little cheddar cheese. It's a very delicious salad or a side dish. Roasting is easy. Choose broccoli with stems and cut into individual florets. Toss with olive oil using your hands, clean of course, and place on a rimmed baking sheet in a single layer, placing the flat cut sides down when possible. Then roast in a 425-degree oven for 10 minutes, turn, and roast 5 to 8 more minutes or until tender crisp. Cool 10 minutes. Toss with a little vinaigrette, dates, Marcona almonds, and cheddar cheese. Mmm.